Hi, I'm Amit Wadkar, Lead Product Developer from the IT Data Analytics team. In ITDA 2.7 Nephrite release, we have added a feature called Anomaly Detection, and today we'll be learning more about this feature and some concepts around it. The word anomaly means something that does not follow the normal or expected trend. Just before a problem occurs, you can typically observe various symptoms. For example, a sudden spike or dip in the event frequency or rare occurrences of events. Such changes in the data being monitored offer important clues to potential problems. Anomaly detection is the identification of such unusual patterns in the data that is being monitored, and thus helps us to identify the root causes of problems faster and detect problems before they have a significant impact. IT data analytics uses a combination of unsupervised machine learning techniques and baselining to detect anomalies. There is a baseline job for anomaly that does this and is configured out of the box to run every hour. The baseline job tries to learn common signatures on the data that gets indexed and is out of the box scheduled to run hourly. The job runs the coalesce search command, which groups common signatures per host and stores the count per signature in the baseline index. The example depicted in the current slide displays a table which depicts the baseline information that's captured. In the 1 to 2 p.m. time slot, we see two signatures, signature 1 and signature 2, and their respective counts, which are 21 and 2. Signature 4 appears for the first time in the 6 to 7 p.m. time range. In the last baseline, we see 4 signatures. That's signature 1, 2, 3 and 4 and their respective counts. This historical information forms the basis and helps to detect anomalies. In the next few slides, we will see different types of anomalies and how ITDA displays them on the UI. Let's consider an example where user enters a search query and runs the coalesce feature to group similar signatures. The anomaly feature is an extension which can help you to analyze whether these group signatures are anomalous or not. This takes into account the historical data that we have baselined to come to a conclusion. In this data set, we see 5 different signatures and their respective counts. When we compare this with baseline data, signature 1 to 4 have been already seen before, whereas signature 5 is a totally new signature that was never seen before in the baseline. Rare events occur when the signatures from your search query have occurred less than 5 times in a given time period. Rare events are those that are considerably different as compared to rest of the data. For example, suppose we are monitoring logs that provide information about the features that are mostly used or least used in an application. Rare events can provide you this insight. In our example, signature 5 has never been seen before. Signature 3 was seen 2 times and signature 4 was seen 3 times respectively, and is depicted as shown in the graphic. The bar displayed under the previous occurrences column visually represents the count of the rare event occurrences. This count is also represented on top of the bar. For example, never seen before, seen 1 times, seen 2 times and so on. The bar displayed is colored based on the count of rare occurrences. If the count is high, a larger portion of the bar is colored and vice versa. This visual representation can help you compare the count across other rare events. Out of range events occur when the number of events matching a specific pattern type is outside the normal range for a given period. Suppose we are monitoring logs that provide information about daily logins and the normal range is around 40 users log into the application on a daily basis per hourly. One scenario could be on a particular day, there are only 10 users that have logged onto the application in an hour. Now this will be indicated as an anomaly on the out of range tab. This is because the count of 10 deviates from the normal range of 40 on the lower side. Another scenario, suppose there are 1000 attempts to log on to the application in an hour. Now this will be indicated as an anomaly on the out of the range tab. This is because the count of 1000 largely deviates from the normal range of 40 on the higher side. In our example, signature 1 is shown as a lower out of the range anomaly and signature 2 as a higher out of range anomaly. The bar visually represents the deviation factor, which is calculated as a percentage. It tells you whether the anomalous record deviates from the common pattern on the lower side or the higher side, and the amount by which the deviation occurs. This means how far the anomalous records lie as compared to the normal range. The bar is split into two parts by a vertical line. If the deviation is on the higher side, the right side of the line is colored, and if the deviation is on the lower side, the left side of the line is colored. The amount by which the deviation occurs is indicated by the portion of the bar which is colored after the vertical split line, and the deviation factor is represented in terms of percentage on top of the bar. This visual representation can also help you compare deviations across various anomalous records. Now we'll go through some frequently asked questions and troubleshooting examples. I have installed ITDA 2.7 fresh, and when I go to the collace page, I see a warning icon at the top besides the anomaly feature toggle. What does this indicate? Out of the box anomaly is turned off and we need to enable it. See another related video on anomaly configurations on how to do this. It is however advisable to contact support before enabling this so that proper infrastructure recommendations can be provided. How do I know if baselining is on for anomalies in my environment? There are different ways to know. One way is to run the below mentioned query to see signatures and respective counts in the baseline. The query is index is equal to ITD underscore baseline, in brackets underscore type is equal to counts space star, piped with filter is not null, cluster count. This information can help support to debug in case of any issues regarding calculation of anomalies. These here are some documentation links that can enable to know more about this feature. This is all that I have for now. Thanks.